everybody, it's Jay from Norman is Right. We've been talking about operating rooms, so I think this would be a good time to talk about air changes per hour. So let's get started. Air changes per hour is a measurement of how many times the air within a space is replaced. Air change per hour requirements show up most often in healthcare, labs, industrial process spaces, and specialty clean or hazardous environments, places where ventilation is about safety and cleanliness, not just comfort. Let's move this up. For example, you'll hear that a certain space needs 2 or 4 air changes per hour. But what does this really mean? ACH equals 60 times CFM divided by the volume of the space. So if you have 100 CFM going into a 10 by 10 by 10 space, then the ACH is 60 times 100 divided by 10 times 10 times 10 equals 6. So you are supplying enough air to replace all of the air in the space 6 times an hour. Let's move this over. So when I say it like that, it sounds like after an hour, all the air in the space will be completely replaced 6 times. In reality, it's not exactly how it works. So to show you why that is, I'm going to use this espresso cup and some blue dye to show you how this works. I put some dye into the cup and let's fill it up with water. And now we're going to use another espresso cup to fill it up to do our air changes. This is one air change, and you can see the blue water spilling out as I pour the new water in. This is 2 air changes, 3 air changes, 4 air changes, 5 air changes, and 6 air changes. And you can see that it's still slightly blue, so maybe after 7 air changes we would have replaced all the water in the cup. So let's move this up. So air changes are like that. The supply air is mixing with the room air, and some of it goes out the return. ACH requirements usually apply to spaces where contaminants need to be diluted or removed quickly. For instance, there are ACH requirements in ASHRAE 170, ventilation of healthcare facilities. Some examples would be operating rooms often need 20 air changes per hour or more to maintain positive pressure, or patient isolation rooms require 12 air changes an hour to maintain negative pressure for infectious control. ICU and patient rooms typically require 6 air changes per hour. ASHRAE 62.1 has some lab-specific design guidelines, such as chemical fume hood labs often require 6 to 12 air changes per hour, and biological safety labs, BSL 2 and 3, often require 12 or more changes per hour. So let's bring all this back on screen. So that's air changes per hour and why it's important. If you have any questions or suggestions for future videos, put them in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week.